All right, so I got a second, well, not really second, more like a fourth or a fifth metallic chrome shelf from Amazon. You can also buy pretty much the same style from any Home Depot. Just type, if you go on Amazon, just type in metallic chrome shelf. Sorry, metallic chrome shelving, and it should pop up. I think it's called Seville Classics. Seville Classics. But there are different name brands, but basically very similar styles. Again, Home Depot has basically the same item, but the brand name is slightly different. So again, you can get it from either Amazon or Home Depot. Just if you go on either website, just type in metallic shelf or metal chrome shelf. If I can get the name of it. Yes, Seville, Seville Classics. Seville. The setup is basically pretty simple. You can either use wheels or stabilizers at the bottom. So I'm often moving my items because I got a TV that back there that I actually do use. So I'm often moving my items, so everything has wheels. The ones without, I just manually pick them up and move them out the way. That one stays still. That's too heavy to move. So the setup is basically start at the bottom, attach the wheels to each one of the 4 poles. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's really 8 total. So the second pole would screw in around here. So this is one pole and this is a separate pole, and they screw in, they attach together around here. Again, you start with the bottom, attach the wheels. Then there's these, I can't see it from here, there's these black coverings that come in 2 pieces. They attach together, so you snap on the 2 black pieces, basically like a grabbing motion, a snapping motion, and they're supposed to click on to each one of these joints. So you put it on, pull it down or up slightly, and you'll hear a snapping sound where it's locking into the line, to the joint line. So once you put in 1, 2 on all 4 corners, then you put another shelf on top, and this piece will lock into the black caps. Sounds more complicated than it is, but it's actually very simple. So again, you start with the bottom, screw in the wheel, then you attach 2 of the black caps. They'll snap together, and once you do that 1, 2, 3, 4 times, then you place a shelf up and over, and it'll fall onto the black caps. 1, 2, 3, 4 again. What I did here, my personal choice, I doubled up. So this is a 5-tier shelf. So there's 1 here and a second here. So I doubled up. Also right here, I doubled up. So this is 1 shelf. This is another shelf. So that's 1, 2. And there's the last one, the 5th one, because again, this is a 5-tier shelf. You can also get 6-tier or I think 4-tier. So this is a single. The way I did it, the reason why I did it like that is to make it more stable. So again, I'm moving these shelves very often, so I need them to be extremely stable and not wobble. So by having these doubled up close to each other, it makes a more tight bond between the 4 extensions, the 4 legs. And realistically, there are 8 legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 legs. But just say for now, there are four legs. So by doubling up the shells close to each other, because realistically you could just have one single one at the bottom, one single one at the middle, and one single one where you can see here, right here. That would use up 3 of the 5, but that would leave me with 2 left that I'm not using, because space-wise I can't really fit anymore. Well, I guess I could fit one at the top, but space-wise I can't really use 2 out of the 5. So I only really need 3 shells, 1, 2, 3. And again, to make it more stable, it's best to double it up in the middle, and especially at the bottom, because I did that over here. It's only 2 tiers, but I'm using 3 shells. So you got one single one at the top, and it's mainly at the bottom you need stability. So you got 1 and 2, 1 and 2. So I doubled up on the bottom, 1, 2, 1, 2, and it makes it a lot more stable whenever I have to move the entire shelf out of the way. It's a lot. It's much more stiff, much more stable. You don't have that wobble feeling once you're pulling on the shelf itself. I think this was a 5 tier also. I don't remember what I did with the extra 2 pieces, because I only used 1, 2, 3. So the 4th and 5th, I'm not sure where I put those. So yeah, with this one I doubled up on the bottom, but I'm only using 1, 2, 3 out of the 5 shelves. There's no upper layer, no upper shelf. But this one I purposely made an upper shelf, a 3rd layer. We got this League of Legends sort of poison ivy character. So again, Seville, Seville Classics on Amazon or any other similar brand. Or if you go to a Home Depot store, Home Depot also sells a very similar shelf. It'll be a slightly different brand name though. Oh, I love these shelves because they allow light to pass through. It's not a solid object, so light goes through. Sunlight or light from your lamps goes through, and there's less shadows. Like this character would. You don't really have to worry about him casting a shadow on this character. Likewise, he's not casting a shadow on him or casting a shadow downwards, because there's light coming from every direction, from the back, from the front, from the 2 sides. So light goes through freely, because again, it's not a solid platform. It's all grilled. So I love these because, again, they allow light to pass through. And in a slight way, they reflect light, because this is a metallic chrome material. So once light hits it, in a way, it kind of reflects light back. So, I don't know. It's not really scientific, but I kind of feel that it does that in a little slight way. So I got this one. I'm going to try to put it all the way in the back, since it's going to be 3 tier. I'm going to move the chair out the way and put that Predator on the bottom over here. So you'll have the 2 tier one here, and then the 3 tier one behind it. And again, I got this super large one by the window. I think it's 6 feet wide. I think 6 feet wide, and it's either 1, 2, 3. I ended up using 4 tiers, 1, 2, 3, 4, but I think it came with a 5th tier. So again, you can get this one also from Amazon. It's 6 feet wide, while these two, they're more like 3 or 4 feet wide. I think either 36 or 48 inches. 36 or 48 inches. And you can get a slightly smaller version. Like if this is 48 inches, you can also get a 36-inch model, which I do have also in a different room. So I think this is the 48 inch, and I believe this one by the window is 6 feet. And it's extremely, the one by the window here, the 6 feet wide one, it's extremely stable. Because as you can see, I got a XM Studios Transformers Soundwave, and he's like 50 pounds. I got the Prime 1 Studios Predator, which again is like 50 pounds. The Golden Wings Wonder Woman, she's pretty light. She's more like 22 pounds. But you got 50 pounds, 50 pounds, and maybe 22 pounds. So you got over 100 pounds on the very top. And it doesn't wobble. It doesn't warp. No wobbling, no warping. So it's extremely stable. Again, all that weight is on the very top. And the middle is alright, not too heavy. Middle again. Irina from League of Legends, Chun-Li. A pretty heavy Goku at the end. At the bottom, not much, just a couple Sideshow pieces at the very bottom. You can't really see it from here, but I have Ada Wong from Dark Side Collectibles next to the Captain America. You can see Ada's leg. But yeah, this one that's 6 feet wide, it's extremely stable. But again, this one does not have any wheels. It just has stabilizers at the bottom. No wheels on this one. So I highly recommend these shelves. Again, by the window, it reflects light very well. Sorry, not reflects light, but light passes through very well. So there is no shadows casting on each of the statues. No shadows. So everything is well lit up. I can be lazy and not have to add additional lighting. So everything gets light, a right amount of light. So again, I love the fact that nothing is blocked light-wise. And everything looks nice and clean. Again, extremely stable, no warping, no bending. Extremely stable, no warping, no bending. So I got this one. And this new one. Alright, I'll try to finish my setup. Again, put the Predator over here. And then move this one closer to my television. Nice.